How you doing? So what do I think about Greater Banquet Crystal? So let's just say let's look at the odds, right? So you can get from it you can get 7 star, which is really a small chance of that happening. Tier Alpha, another small chance happening. Tier 2, Tier 6, Basic, Alphas, Tier 6, 7 star shards, 6 star shards, Awakening Gem, 6 star Signature Stone, Awakening Gem, 7 star Gifted Guardian Crystal, which is a really small chance. Paragon Gifted Crystal, which is pretty high chance. And a bunch of things like Abyss Nexus, Tier 5 class Catalyst. Uh, yeah, so there's some good stuff in there, like a 7 star Titan Crystal Shards. I don't know, depending on how much they give you, I guess that's good. 7 star, obviously, the best thing there is 7 star Gifted Guardian Crystal, which is very small chance, as well as getting a 7 star hero in general. At 7 star for 300 units, it's not bad. That's the only thing I can really think of that's good here. Let's say you get a 7 star hero, even better, you get a 7 star Gifted Guardian Crystal, which is pretty much the most price here. What how good is that? Okay, how good is that? Depending on your level, of course. But let's say you're Valiant, right? 7 star Gifted Crystal. What is that? Maybe at most 3,000 units. I doubt people would spend 3,000 units on that. So let's say you're spending 3,000 units on this as a Valiant player. I think unless you get like a 7 star Guardian Crystal, you know, for 3,000 units or less, it's really not worth it. So that's really how bad it is for Valiant players. It is beyond terrible. I mean, of course, there's people that get very, very lucky. Very, very few small people get very lucky. But for like 99% of the people who open these that are Valiant, it's just complete trash. I think for Cavalier players, I mean, not for Cavalier, for Paragon players, I think it's also terrible. I just don't see it being a good offer. I think as a Thronebreaker, I think it's okay for a Thronebreaker in my opinion, but there are things in here that I really don't care about having, like 7 star Titan Crystal, and 7 star shards, even 6 star rank 5 materials. I really don't want, because for me to get 7 star crystals, as well as especially Titan Crystal, it's gonna take me forever to form one of those from the Greater Banquet Crystal, because they give you so little. You know, even the 6 star rank 5 materials, uh, they give you so little of 6 star rank 5 materials. Is like it's not even worth it. Like especially 7 star rank 3 materials. I don't need that stuff, because it will take me forever, because I'm not planning to open a million Creator Banquet crystals. you know so for me to get a 7 star rank 3 materials, 7 star shards material, it's really not worth it. The only thing that's worth it, I mean, obviously not for me, which will be a great pull, and really for everybody, is to get the 7 star Gifted Guardian Crystal, which is 1 out of 1,000 chance of getting. So that's the only thing that's really worth it from this thing, regardless of what level you are. But personally, I don't really care about 7 stars so much. I'm still using 6 stars, which is fine. I want to rank up my 6 stars before I get to use 7 stars. Hopefully someday I can get a 7 star Diablo. You know, which is great, but I'll be happy just using a 6 star Diablo. So it's really bad the way it's designed this year, especially because there are things as a Thronebreaker that I don't really need, like 7 star shards. I don't need 7 star shards or even 6 star rank 5 materials, because I'm still trying to rank up my 6 stars to rank 4. And the fact that they give so little for 6 star rank 5 materials, it's not really gonna matter how much how much I get, unless I obviously open like a million crystals. So I think hopefully by next year they will have like a progression base for crystal. Probably not. I don't know why Kabam doesn't do that, but when it comes to like Cavalier players, I think obviously this is gonna be better or below because this is account changing for them. Be able to get a 6 star, even 300 units for Cavalier and below. Obviously, a 7 star for Cavaliers and below would be really amazing, but I don't even think it's necessary for them to have 7 stars at Cavalier. It's like there'll be no fun. Having a 7 star Diablo completing Act 5 or even Act 6, it doesn't seem fun at all. It's like why even bother doing it? Just use auto fight or something. It's like silly. So I just don't see the point of it. Um, I just don't see the point of it. It's really perfect. Like, even for me as a Thronebreaker, I just don't see the point of having 7 stars. I don't need it. So I just think they should have. They should have. What do you call this? Based like on your ranking, what kind of crystals you get on these greater banquet crystals. As far as the reward goes, um, I mentioned this in my video when it comes to the arena because I lost my infinite streak. I'm at 58,800. I'm trying to get to this reward right here, the SIG 200. I would need pretty much 3,000 units to get there. And really, as I mentioned in my last video, it's really hard to get to that infinite streak because I'm going up against whale accounts like with 6 star rank 5s and 7 star rank 2, so it's really hard. It pretty much turns into a battleground arena, which I don't like to play. So if I don't get this, it's not the end of the world. I think, right now trying to become a free to play player. The only thing about becoming a free to play player that's really bad is when you have expectation. When you have expectation as a free to play player, it's really it just makes you sad. Really, like, imagine to get this 3,000 units within a week, pretty much, or 8 days. It's so much stress to put on yourself. Then I gotta deal with like having to deal with infinite streak. I think with boost, I think it might be possible when it comes to like boost, but it's gonna be really hard. So I could obviously just spend. I don't know. I want to say that $100 is not a lot of money, but I spend $100. I can get this already. That Sig 200, and to me, is it worth $100 just for this? Not necessarily, but I can spend like $50. I don't need to spend $100. Even $50 is gonna be good enough to get this offer. Is it worth it? Questionable. That's for sure. I mean, like, literally, I don't need to spend that much if I do spend time in the arena. Like get the unit one offer. That's what $5. That instantly gives you 135 units and grind in the arena. It's very possible. Maybe another $10 worth of units. I say $15 of units and grinding in the arena. It's definitely possible. So is this worth $15 for a Max Sig 200? Absolutely it is. But the thing is, I really don't want to spend money with in Kabam's MCOC as I mentioned last time. Because Kabam is being a bitch. What else? That's it. I don't know. Like, I mean, I really want to get this right here, but becoming a free to play player and having expectation at the same time, it gets you really depressed. I think just really annoying, in my opinion, not be able to reach this. Is it still possible to reach this? I would pretty much grind the arena in like 24 hours, dude. Get all the milestones in the arena and then even do extra arena for battle chips. And also for the battle chips, I gotta really, one thing, if I get lucky, then I obviously have a chance of getting this 3,000 units in what, 8 days. But like if I get really unlucky with the battle chips, I probably won't even reach 3,000 units here. So that when it comes to the alliance, I could still get um 275 units on the when it comes to the alliance one. So that's gonna help for sure. If I can get the 275 units, would that be enough to grind as a free to play? Get get all the units plus 275, do all the milestones in the arena. It's gonna be really close, I think, to get that milestone without spending money. And that's really the disappointing part is like when it comes to arena of becoming a free to play and not giving money to Kabam, like a single cent to Kabam, is your when you have expectation, you get to like just come on, man. Like literally, I could spend like $50 and I won't have to grind my soul away in the arena to get this. I mean, is it worth $50? Probably not. $15, apps 1 5, $15, $20, absolutely. But I really don't know if I want to give Kabam money, you know. And do I need it? Not necessarily. I mean, I'm hoping to get this uh, to Diablo, or if not Aegon. If I do Diablo first, I'll just use it on Aegon. I can definitely max it at least one of them without this. So, you know, it's do I really need it? It's not. It's necessarily not really, but if I can spend like $15, of course it's worth getting. But like I mentioned, I want to switch to free to play because Kabam, they just they don't, I don't think they deserve my money at this point. So I don't know. We'll see. So when it comes to Greater Banquet, do I what I think about it? It's just terrible. I mean, especially if you're a Valiant player as well as Baragon player, it's okay for Thronebreakers, but there are things I don't even want. So I really hope. I think in the future they'll have like a what level based what rankings you are, and then it will be a based on your progression where you are in the when it comes to Greater Banquet. Yeah, that's it. That's all I can say. Thank you.